Okay, so my name is William. Today's video is called what is supposed to say about Father's Day. Now, today, and I'm gonna read an article about called Father's Day and the Christian Connection. I'll read to you. So the year is their only son that was born. So, but before I could read that, that's something I want to show you. I gotta open. Okay, so Father's Day in other languages. So I got it right here, but we have to go back to Spanish first. So Father's Day in Spanish is Dia del Padre. Okay, and I learned those words from Duolingo, and that's how I know those words already. So I only had to go translate for that. Now, for this one, now I haven't learned this one because this was in Mandarin. So I'll use Google Translate for that one. So here it is. Okay, so Father's Day in Mandarin.
父亲节
Okay, 父亲节. Okay, 父亲节. Is how to okay. That's how to say Father's Day in Mandarin. Now Japanese.
父の日
Okay, Chichi no Hi is how to say Father's Day in Japanese. Now Korean.
아버지의 날
Abajinai is how to say Father's Day in Korean. Okay. In Korean. Okay. Now. Now I can read this article about about Father's Day and why I believe that Father's Day is a biblical holiday. Okay? Here, Father's Day in the Christian Connection. The year that there was only one son, there was only a son born. Was John and Sonia Dodd, attending the Mother's Day service in the church they spoke at. Washington, USA, Westminster Preach article, The Christian Connection to Mother's Day. There's a celebration to only coming of day to the efforts of Jarvis. Okay, as Sonora listened to the sermon in 1909 and heard the scriptures of the virtues of the mothers and motherhood, her mother went back over her childhood and she pondered about the notion there being Father's Day too. She remembered how her father, William, a Civil War veteran, lost his wife as she gave birth to his sixth child. Sonora was only 16 at the time, and eldest at the only girl, and much of the role raising 5 brothers and fell on her shoulders. Though through those difficult years, she remembered her father, a very strict man, also a kind, loving parent who kept them together and happy. After the church service, she felt inspired to propose that fathers receive equal recognition. Young pastor was very encouraging, supporting of the approach of local Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA, and Mr. Alliance. Both these organizations endorsed Sonora's Father's Day idea. There have been other attempts. A number of Christian Folk and Alliance Club International member to instigate Father's Day celebration. However, Sonora Dodd's protracted efforts appear to gain the most traction. Her Father's Day was concept of the advance up front of the page of the item of the Spokane Chronicle. At June 6, 1910, part of the article set out the aims of the goals such as celebration. Father's Day called attention of the constructive teachings of the pulpit. We have naturally point out. Father's Day is a place of home, the training of children, the safeguarding of marriage tie, a protection of womanhood and childhood. The meaning is whether in the light of religion, or of patriotism, it is apparent of the no need to argument on behalf of such a day. Sonora was advocating for the first Sunday in June, which was close to her birthday. He was still alive, however. Most pastors, on the third Sunday in June, many of the churches in the Spokane area choose to raise roses unto the men celebrate of their first Father's Day to the coronations were for Mother's Day. The popularity of Father's Day celebration was very slow compared to the growth of Mother's Day celebration, which became nationally accepted celebration within 2 or 3 years of inception in 1908. It took about 15 years for Father's Day to see sort of national representation, and it was not until 1966 when Lyndon Johnson became President of the United States, proclaimed the third Sunday in June as Father's Day. The U.S. Congress passed the public holiday in 1970, and President Nixon signed it into law in 1972. The local business already profited from Mother's Day celebration started taking out newspapers and advertisements of the Father's Day theme. Many trade groups of the benefits most. For example, manufacturers of ties, belts, and bracelets helped Sonora to receive national coverage for Father's Day. The powerful New York Associated Menswear Retailers founded the Father's Day Council to help Sonora. By the mid-80s, Father's Council wrote that Father's Day has become second Christian for all men's gift-oriented industries. Nations of Father's Day, different times and dates. Some also do so on June 14 in regards to the day of the week, which it falls for some 72 countries and celebrate on the third Sunday in June. It includes the USA, United Kingdom, South Africa, China, and India, and many more. Australia, New Zealand, and some of the Pacific Islands, by contrast, mark upon the first Sunday in September, whereas the Scandinavian countries as well as Finland have it on the second Sunday of November. Sonora Dodds of the celebrate and promote Father's Day by expression of what the Lord had ordained in the fifth of the 10 Commandments. Honor your father and your mother. May this divine instruction be an ever-present reality in our lives. Okay, that's what Father's Day is about. Okay, and I celebrate Father's Day just as well as celebrate Mother's Day. Okay, and I'll, and I'll be talking about next video is what does the Bible say about summer. Okay, I'll talk about the next video. Because the goal rates now. Thank you for watching this video. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe.